guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Adventure SG. So today we are going to do a very interesting word problem on fraction. Let's start with reading the question first. Dia bought 3,200 Christmas ornaments. She gave 2 by 5 of the ornaments to her friends and used 5 by 6 of the remaining ornaments to decorate 60 large and small Christmas trees. So part A of the question is, what fraction of the ornaments did Dia use to decorate the Christmas trees? And part B is, Dia used 40 ornaments on each large Christmas tree and 50 ornaments on each small Christmas tree. How many large Christmas trees were there? Okay, so what we have is that Dia is a girl who is having 3,200 Christmas ornaments. Okay, and she gave, out of this she gave 2 by 5 of the ornaments to her friends. Okay, so let's start drawing the model for this one. So let's say this is the total number of ornaments which Dia has bought. Okay, so this bar represents the total number of ornaments. Okay, so it's this much. So since she has given 2 by 5 of the ornaments to her friends, so let's first divide it into 5 equal parts. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 and 4. So that will divide it into 5 equal parts, and since she has given 2 out of 5 to her friends, so let's show it here, right? So out of these 5, let's say she has given these 2 parts to her friends. Okay, so let's write F for the friends, and then how many units we are left with, where the remaining are 3 units, right? But here what they are saying is and she has used 5 by 6 of the remaining ornaments, but here from the model you can see there are only 3 units, right? So how do we convert the 3 units into 6 units, right? Because they are saying 5 by 6 of the remaining. That means here the denominator tells us that the number of units of number of remaining units are 6. However, here we have only 3. So the easiest way is to divide each of the units further into 2, right? So let's do that quickly. Let's divide the remaining units first into 3 again into 2 equal parts. So let's see here, it's now 6 units, 1 2 3 4 5 6. But since she has since we have divided in these 3 into 2 equal parts, we have to do the same for the other units as well, right? So let's quickly label it. Okay, so you can see here that she has given 4 units, right, to her friends, and then obviously the remaining one would be 6 units. Now out of these 6 units, she has used 5 by 6 to decorate the Christmas tree, right? You can count it here, 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 units to decorate the Christmas tree, right? Now the part A of the question is, what fraction of the ornaments did Dia use to decorate the Christmas tree? So we can clearly see it from here, right, that these 5 units, right, she has used to decorate the Christmas tree. And we know, right, what is the total number of units here? So obviously we have 10 units, right, because we have initially made 5 equal parts and then further divided it to 2 again. So that's total, that in total gives us 10 units of ornaments, right? So in total there are 10 units, and out of 10 she has used 5 to decorate the Christmas tree. So what do you think? What fraction of the ornaments she has used to decorate, right? So it's clearly 5 by 10, and you can simplify it to get 1 by 2, right? Divide both numerator and denominator by 5, you will get 1 by 2. So half of the ornaments she has used to decorate the Christmas tree. So that answers our part A. Now let's move on to part B. Right, so what we have here is that for each large Christmas tree, right, she has used 40 ornaments, and for a small one, right, she has used 15 ornaments. So what we have here is, let's say for the large Christmas tree she has used 40 ornaments, and for the small Christmas tree she has used 15 ornaments. So that's for our information, right? Now for these kind of questions, right, the technique we use is called assumption method. Okay, what is it called? Assumption method. Okay, so let me write it quickly. Okay, so that's assumption method. Now you would be asking me what is assumption method, right? So as the name tells you, right, assumption, right, we have to assume something. Now what are we going to assume here? Right, here they have said there are 60 large and small Christmas tree. That means in total that, out of 60 large and small Christmas tree, right, there are some are large and some are small, right? But we don't know how many are large and how many are small. In fact, the part B of the question is we have to find what is a large, how many large Christmas trees are there, right? So what we are going to assume here is that, let's say all of the 60 Christmas trees are small in size. Okay, so let's do that. But before we do that, let's find something. See, we know that Dia bought 3,200 Christmas ornaments, right? And we also know that she has used half of it to decorate the Christmas tree, right? So let's calculate how many beads she has used to decorate the Christmas tree, because that would be, anyway we'll be needing them, right? So the number of beads, number of sorry, not beads, it's ornaments used to decorate Christmas tree, DCT, decorate Christmas tree, is 3,200 divided by 2. Why divide by 2? Because we know only half of the Christmas ornaments are used to decorate the trees, right? So that will give us 1,600. Okay, now let's write our assumption. So what was our assumption? Let's assume all of the 60 Christmas trees were what? Were small, right? Were small. So let's assume that all of the 60 trees were small, right? Then, given that we have assumed that all of them are small, what do you think? What would be the number of what would have been the number of ornaments used, right? So think about it. So meanwhile I'm writing. Okay, so the number of ornaments that would have been used, that would have been used would be how much, right? It would have been, see, like we have assumed all are small, and for each small one we need 15. So the number of ornaments which would have been used should be 60 times 15. That will give you 900. Okay, the number of ornaments that should have been used, right, would be 900. But in reality, the number of ornaments used is how much? 1,600. So why this difference? You might be asking why this difference is because some of the trees which are actually large, right, we have assumed that they are small, right? And since for large Christmas tree the number of ornaments used is a lot more than the small one, so that's the reason why the total number of beads which when we assume that all the Christmas trees are small one, are much lesser than what were actually used. So in reality 1,600 ornaments are used, but when we assume only 60 all the trees are small one, we are getting that we need only 900, right? So the difference is because some of the large Christmas tree, we have assumed them as small one, right? And now let's find out what's the difference here. How much we are counting lesser. What's the difference? So the difference in number of ornaments used. So when I say the difference in number of ornaments used, is we are talking about the difference in the number of ornaments actually used and what we got when we assumed that all of them are all the 60 of them are small, right? So we are short of 700 ornaments, right? If you assume all of them are small, we are short of 700. We have counted 700 lesser, right? Now let's calculate what is the difference between the number of ornaments of one large Christmas tree and one small Christmas tree. So you can see it from here itself, right? 40 minus 15, that will give you 25, right? But we need to write it here as well. Okay, so the difference in number of ornaments used for what? For one large Christmas tree and one small Christmas tree is how much? It is 40 minus 15. That will give you 25, right? Obviously, we have used, so that means for every large Christmas tree which we have assumed as a small Christmas tree, we have counted 25 lesser ornaments. Okay, we have counted 25 lesser ornaments, right? And what is the total difference? It's 700, right? That means if we divide this 700 by 25, right, what do we get? We will get the total number of large Christmas tree, right? So the number of large Christmas tree would be the number of large Christmas tree is in reality 700 divided by 25, and that will give you 28. That means there were 28 large Christmas tree, right? So let's write our answer quickly. Okay, there were 28 large Christmas trees. Okay, so that's our solution for part B. Hope you liked it. Keep watching and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.